Nah, you said something really big here, and this is what I want to say about Kanye. This is the big point.
14K a year? Well, that's how rumors start. It's not 14K a year. I don't appreciate people getting like the information wrong in order to make it look bad. It's 15K a year.
See, I don't like that neither. I don't like when people misinformation and then make it look bad because they're using misinformation to make it look bad. I hate that. I would agree with Moist Critical on that because like that's trash. Like what? Why?
For Donda Academy and
Yeah, the only way they found that out was because they cross-referenced uniforms, and I was like, wow, really? Just over
accredited
that?
school, and the only reason people have gone so far is because you get Yeezy merch when you sign up. So at least get the facts right. And there is parkour class. That's right. He does have a parkour class at Donda Academy for the K through 12 unaccredited school. Thanks for resub Schmoopy and
Yeah,
camping
it's so weird.
in Marshall. Now give me 1 second.
He let his kids
I think I just heard
information
Tiana
get
go to bed.
out. That's kind of
I'll go say
stupid.
goodnight and I'll be right back. Then we'll get to the next big topic. Did you see Adidas dropped Kanye? Yes. Hold on, I want to pull up this clip. I saw it on Reddit. Someone made a really beautiful clip. I did see that though.
They did drop him.
I'll play
Kanye
it in a
dropped
minute.
him. They dropped him.
His
I was
lawyer
like,
dropped
wow.
him evidently. So from what I read, everything is dropping him, obviously.
Because he's
What did he
becoming
do?
like a
So Kanye right now
psychopath.
is on this absolutely wild rampage against Jewish people. That infamous quote now from his Twitter, which I believe is still up, about how he's going DEFCON 3 on Jews. Like it's craziness. Like he's not even like tiptoeing around anything. He's just downright declaring war on Jewish people.
Randomly for no reason.
And then he
Just
also had that incident of publicly doxing his kids in order to force Kim Kardashian to send the kids to his Donda Academy, his unaccredited school cult. I don't know who Lex Friedman is. I haven't seen that interview with Kanye yet. I saw a little bit of his Piers Morgan interview, and that was pretty rough.
mm,
Do you chop this up to mental illness, or is you straight up anti-Semitic? I.
you
It's
can't
got to
say
be a little
that.
column A, a little column B.
Yeah, it's like a little
He
bit of
very
both.
clearly has had mental health problems for a long time, but he also is anti-Semitic. You can't really blame anti-Semitism on like a mental illness. Like, you know, bipolar disorder has caused me to hate Jewish people. But
Yeah,
here, let me show you
you
this about
can't you
Kanye.
can't be like that.
This is about Kanye being dropped from Adidas today, as well as a lot of other
Reason
things,
being
but
is
in
because I
particular,
know someone else. I'm not gonna say their name, but I know someone else who is bipolar, and they're like literally, I can't. You can't use that as a justification. It's what most critical means.
the Adidas thing aged wonderfully.
Me and Adidas, it's like I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Now what?
Breaking news this morning. Adidas confirming it is ending its lucrative
Oh, what
partnership with Kanye
incarnation?
West.
How? Yeah. Yeah, that's that fuck around and find out matrix at work right there. That's just like a public threat to them as well, like a challenge.
Yeah, like I
I
challenge
feel like I
you.
understand why Rosetta Stone is really good. Because I used to use like other apps. I went
I
online.
don't care if your name's X Celisti and I butchered your name. I don't care about your name, and I don't care that you're a woman, and I don't care that you use a Stone for 179 for life. Like, who cares? It's like getting this random ass fucking ad for Rosetta Stone off of a YouTuber, which I don't care about. Because it's like, bruh, I don't want to watch this YouTuber like talking about some Rosetta Stone to get me to buy Rosetta Stone. Like, when it is just more just YouTubers, that's when I'm going to be like, wow, it is more YouTuber content. Because they rarely don't do this for like stuff like this. But like getting this as an ad is trash.
He's been going on these crazy anti-Semitic rants, and then he like gloats about it like Adidas can't drop me. They won't drop me. They don't have the balls to do it. They're all
And then they
pussies
drop
there.
him.
And he didn't. Yeah, it was Adidas, right? Where he went to their office for a meeting, but just showed them porn instead because he doesn't respect them. That was Adidas, wasn't it? God damn. Are you a Kanye fan? I really like his older work. Like I said, I haven't been a fan of his newer work in quite some time.
Because
Donda,
it's
for
just
example,
he,
there's only like 2 songs on there I like. I think he's been having a fall off musically as well. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I really only like his older work.
yeah, I
Kanye about
agree.
to turn into the next R. Kelly. I wouldn't go that far. R. Kelly, for a long, long, long time, was like an actual sexual predator running his own fucking weird sex cult that he'd recruit women into, and he like pissed on that girl or something. I don't even remember that whole story now. That was like a 15-year-old girl. He had so much shit that all of it got clouded that I actually forgot the whole pissing on that girl's story. It's crazy. I don't think he's going R. Kelly like that or
No, he's
anything. I
not.
don't think he's
He's just
actually
very
doing things
delusional.
like that. He's just completely unhinged on
Yeah, he's
these
just unhinged and
very
delusional.
awful rants and shit. Supposedly, you talking about R. Kelly being supposedly pissing on that girl? It was filmed, right? Fuck, it's been such a long time since I looked through all the R. Kelly stuff. Wasn't that filmed where he pissed on the girl? Didn't he even have her say I'm 15 or 14 or whatever it was? Which became a huge point in court. It was filmed, yeah, I thought so. In similar news, Antonio Brown being ordered to pay $1.2 million to a moving truck driver he assaulted. Man, that's another weird spiral. Antonio Brown started showing his dick in a public pool or some shit not too long ago. Whole hogging it. That was a pretty wild video. That one's 100% CTE though. Antonio Brown's brain's got to look like an actual 98-year-old car accident victim's brain. Like that man has got to be riddled with CTE. I don't know what perfect is. All I know is a lot of times football players in particular, obviously, have really traumatic brain injuries that just never go away. The CTE is
Yeah, because like they always do a headbutt. That's what it is. Because when you're like a linebacker and you're blocking like the other dude, you're pushing them too. But then you're also clapping helmets together. See, people don't understand that like your life is the most important, and they should know that in NFL. But like, come on, these people getting head trauma that can never be like. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do any sport that can drastically change you and can't be irreversibly done. That's what that was. It's irreversible. Like him saying CTC, that's bad.
a lifelong, life-changing
It is a lifelong,
ailment.
life changing thing because you got a head cushion and now you're like affected
So I
forever.
don't really know what perfect is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is neither. What is perfect?
Perfect was the linebacker who hit AB. Oh, and that brutal hit from a while back now. Oh, I thought it
Yeah,
was like a prescription.
no, it's not.
Oh, no. I know what clip you're talking about. I remember the hit. I didn't know the person's name who administered the hit. What is it? Perfect? I would wager a guess across all of sports, wide receivers and tight ends have to have the most CTE, even more than like an actual fighter.
They really do have to have a lot of CTE.
I'm just spitballing, but I would have to guess.
Yeah, I would have guessed that too, because it's CTE, and it's like, bro, they be getting into some wild work. This is why I would never do sports. Also, because I'm also, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, this is like the people at TwitchCon that fell into that foam pit. It's like that. It's like something that could happen that could irreversibly like ruin your life forever and change your life forever. And it's like, does NFL care about its players or do they not care about their players? They should at some point. Because like if you get a head injury that bad and you need a doctor to like review you.
Running backs, I don't think so because they can never really get full speed off the line. Of course, sometimes they do, but wide receivers and tight ends always hit full speed and they cross, right? You do a lot of crossing routes. So sometimes if you're going to just go right down the middle, you're going to take a fucking fat shot. I don't know. Linemen also get it really bad too. True, linemen also have it fucking rough. fucking true.
Yeah,
Running
Vontae
back touches the ball more.
perfect.
It's not, well, I mean, I guess it kind of is. But it's not always about how many touches you get. It's about the quality of them. So take, for example, rugby. Pretty comparable to football in terms of like the brutality of it, but you don't see nearly as much CTE in rugby, and it's for the simple fact that A, they don't have pads, so they naturally don't go like terminal velocity, and B, they don't really get the chance to go that fast and go that hard. So you don't see as much CTE in rugby as you do in football. Yeah, also their hit style is different. Instead of like leading down, they kind of go more. They don't even really do like a ton of upper body tackles in rugby. I mean, they do, of course, but usually they're not in like the upper body tackle region. It's more like grappling almost. Exeter said Petrinu and Salad. Boxing and MMA are the leaders. Hey, again, I was just spitballing. It makes sense that they'd be the leaders, but I don't know. CTE is still something new to football that they're actually starting to care about. I don't know. I feel like football might take it the more they look into it. Either way, though, yeah. CTE completely ruined Antonio Brown's life.
Ruined his whole entire life, bro. He was done after that. I was like, dang.